Hi, my name is Betty Plevney, and I'm an associate producer of the film I Married the War. This documentary tells the stories of 11 women who are fighting for their loved ones, their combat veteran spouses, as they work their way through the trauma and after effects of war. One of our key supporters as we work to finish this film is Erste. He's going to tell you his story in just a minute about why he feels it's so important for us all to hear the voices of these 11 women. So take a listen in, and I'll see you afterwards. Thank you.
I'm a strong supporter of having the film I Married the War completed because of the importance of the issue that it is addressing. And it's an important one for everybody, including people that don't have an experience similar to mine. I have a daughter who spent time, 15 years in the Middle East, as well as her husband, both as members of the Army. And when they came back, they were married to the war in the first place because they were married and there, but they were married to the war when they got back because of the impact the war had on them. It was integrated into their lives in a way that you would want to root out so you could protect and heal, but it was an almost impossible task to do that at the beginning. My son-in-law struggled mightily to overcome the pain and the damage caused to him by all the things that he experienced and things that he had done as part of the war. And my daughter similarly had to fight hard to deal with the after effects. She was initially a photographer and videographer, and her job was to document what was going on, and which meant she had to look at it with a photographer and a videographer's eye, which meant she had to feel what she was seeing. And what she was seeing was children being killed and adults being killed, her comrades being killed in the truck in front of her from an IED, and so on, as well as just the difficulty of war in general. Her husband was unable to overcome the demons and ended up taking his own life. And so while she was married to the war, her husband couldn't exist with that. He couldn't return to normality once he came home. And so she's still married to the war because not only is she still overcoming her experiences and the disability it created for her, she also is married to the fact that her husband is gone and her daughter is now being raised just by her, although she has family to support her. At night, it's just her. And so she had to live with the war for the time after they returned, while her husband struggled to find peace. And she also has to live with his absence as well as her own demons that she's addressing. And so, to the extent to which we can share the story of the women in this film who experienced very similar things in dealing with their husbands who were in combat, all the better for helping everyone that sees the film understand that while we don't necessarily take very good care of our veterans as a country, we do even worse when it comes to the wives of our veterans, or in some cases the husbands. But it's an important film because of the impact it can have on the lives of many, because those people need our support, and we need them to be strong.
Thank you for listening to Lou's story about his daughter and the impact of war on her, not only as a combat veteran, but as the wife of a veteran who took his life. His daughter happens to also be my niece, so I've seen the impact across their family. Right now, if you can spread the word about our campaign to raise money to finish this film, I Married the War, we would so appreciate it, the entire team. So here's the information coming at you. Anything you can do to help, spreading the word, donating, contributing in any fashion would be wonderful. Again, thank you on behalf of the entire I Married the War team.